Ever wondered how you can access Boone County, Missouri court records without spending a dime? Well, stay tuned to unlock this wealth of free information. Welcome to this explainer where we're going to demystify the local court system and empower you with free, accurate, and direct public data.
Today, we are walking through a completely comprehensive step-by-step guide that's tailor-made for beginners. You see, you really don't need a law degree or some expensive premium subscription to find what you're looking for. You just need to know exactly where and how to look.
So, here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with an introduction to the records, then navigate the official website, explore some alternative free resources, go over efficient search tips, troubleshoot common challenges, and wrap up with a look at privacy laws.
Okay, let's jump right into Section 1, an introduction to Boone County court records.
Basically, Boone County court records are formal, official logs preserved by the 13th Judicial Circuit Court of Missouri. We're talking about everything from criminal and civil cases to probate and family disputes. Now, why does this matter to you? Well, these free files are absolutely invaluable. Whether you're running a basic background check on a new contractor, doing some personal legal research, or just wanting to keep an eye on your local justice system, this is where you start.
Moving right along to Section 2, let's talk about actually navigating the official website.
To get in, you'll want to strictly follow 3 simple steps. First, go directly to courts.mo.gov/casenet. This is crucial. Don't just rely on a quick Google search because that often leads to scammy third-party sites trying to charge you for information that is entirely free. Second, select Boone County 13th Judicial Circuit from the drop-down menu. And third, pick your search method, which is usually going to be by name, case number, or date.
And you know that jurisdiction drop-down menu I just mentioned? It is literally your best friend. If you leave it on the default all participating courts, you're suddenly searching the entire state of Missouri. If you're looking for a common name across all 46 circuits, the system will likely just time out and crash, or it'll completely bury your results. So always remember to narrow it down to the 13th Judicial Circuit for targeted, fast results.
Once you successfully open up a case, you'll be looking at what's called the docket sheet. Think of this as the chronological log of the case. It shows everything from scheduled hearings all the way to the final disposition, with the newest entries right at the top. But, and this is super important, you have to read these carefully. For instance, a closed status does not automatically mean a conviction. It could just mean the case was administratively dismissed or transferred. So always read the actual disposition to understand the true outcome.
All right, let's dive into Section 3, Alternative Free Resources.
As great as CaseFit.net is, it doesn't hold everything. You really need a cheat sheet for specific types of records. For example, for civil evictions or subpoenas, you'll want to check the Boone County Sheriff's database. For property deeds and marriage licenses, head over to the Recorder of Deeds. And if a case goes federal, like a bankruptcy filing, you're going to need to use the federal PACER system through the Western District of Missouri.
A perfect example of Case.net not having everything is the city of Columbia. While some smaller municipal divisions have merged their records into the state system, Columbia Municipal Court operates its own completely independent registry. So if you're looking for city ordinance violations or local traffic tickets issued by Columbia City Police, you just won't find them on Case.net. You'll actually have to contact their municipal court directly at 573-874-7230 or check their specific city portal.
Up next is Section 4, where we'll cover some pro tips for efficient searches.
Here's the thing about the CaseNet system. It can be incredibly unforgiving. There's no Google-style phonetic matching that's going to guess what you meant to type. You have to be exact. You need to strip out all punctuation, so the name O'Brien simply becomes O'Brien, all caps, no apostrophe. And if you aren't exactly sure how a name is spelled, use an asterisk as a wildcard. Typing SMI with an asterisk will return Smith, Smiley, and Smothers. It's a lifesaver for avoiding typos.
Oh, and here is a quirky little detail that always trips up beginners. Unlike pretty much every modern website out there, the MissouriCase.net system literally goes to sleep. No, seriously, it is only active between 6 a.m. and 1 a.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday. So if you try doing some late-night weekend research, it simply won't work. You've got to plan your searches accordingly. Which brings us to Section 5, Common Challenges and Solutions.
This is probably the most common question out there. Why is my search returning no cases found when I am absolutely certain a court case exists? Well, if this happens to you, don't panic. You are likely just running into one of a few very common administrative roadblocks.
Let's go through a quick troubleshooting checklist. First up, account for clerk delays. Court dockets usually update within 24 to 72 hours, not in real time.
Second, remember that juvenile, mental health, and sealed cases are legally hidden. You are never going to see those online. And finally, check a map. Believe it or not, there's a Boone County in Illinois with its own online court system. Make absolutely sure you haven't accidentally wandered into Illinois records when you meant to search Missouri.
And finally, Section 6. Let's talk about privacy laws and the legal rules for handling this data.
The Missouri Supreme Court takes privacy incredibly seriously. Under the upcoming July 2026 redaction rules, specifically Court Operating Rule 4.24, sensitive data is getting heavily restricted. When you view documents, you'll notice that dates of birth, social security numbers, and identifying info for minors are completely redacted. It's a necessary step to protect citizens from identity theft while still keeping the courts open and transparent.
And listen, it is absolutely vital to remember that a simple name search on a public database is not a substitute for a certified professional background check. Under Missouri law, you can't just look someone up, see a dismissed charge, and then use that to deny them a job without a proper individualized assessment. Acting unlawfully on unverified or dismissed charges carries real serious legal consequences. Always request certified disposition documents from the clerk before taking action on data you find online.
So, as we wrap up, please remember to always verify the legality of your actions in your specific jurisdiction and deeply respect those privacy boundaries. We have covered a massive amount of ground today, from bypassing those shady paid sites to navigating weird municipal quirks. Now that you hold the keys to this free, local civic transparency, whose records will you be checking first? Keep exploring, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next explainer.